Aquarius, I've got you covered. This is your November reading, and I did a little channel for you, and it was weird. What I got was the bars of a cage, and like you with massive animal teeth, like a caged animal. That's what I got. I know. Now I know we're going into Scorpio season, but still, you eccentrics. Right, you get the eye of the needle. Intentionality. That shouldn't be too difficult for you because you are Aquarius AF, right? Fixed, air, eccentric, ruled by Uranus, inventors, not really followers of rules, trendsetters, okay? So, what do you have your eye on? This is the important thing. And also, what is keeping you in a state where you're kind of trapped and you want to gnaw your own bars off? Let me know in the comments section. That's nice. You also get gathering around the power of community, which, of course, being an Aquarius, that's quite your thing, okay? You do represent the community. Let's just take, I have a feeling I may take one more of those cards. We're going to have a look at your general energies for November 1st. Then we're going to look, at your love life. Okay? OMG. There it is. Oh, okay. All right. Cards dropping out right, left and centre. Oh my gosh. Okay. Remember that caged animal? Heels a much milder version of that. The Two of Swords. Now, when the Two of Swords comes out, there's always the blindfold. There's always the feeling of a pause. Like if you can imagine a computer, it's like a Control-Alt-Delete, but then your computer gets stuck. And you're like, and? But you're blindfolded. You're not supposed to see. So there's a certain amount, and we do have Mercury going retrograde in November. There's a certain amount of stumbling around in the dark for you. I think as you receive this reading, you may already be feeling like, and I'm getting another channeled message for you, stumbling through attic. Like, you know, if you had a row of houses and there were doors to each one, like, what do they call those? Doors where you can get into each loft. You're kind of getting into all the attics. It feels like it's going to be quite a deep month. And that might not be your favourite thing, but you can do it when you need to, okay? I feel like the blindfold may be coming off, and I'm going to say whether you like it or not, which is not great, but also necessary. In order for you to be happy as an Aquarius, you need to be free. Let me know in the comments what you think about freedom. I know that freedom is like, it's like what runs through the veins of an Aquarius. If you want to ruin an Aquarius, trap them. You know this already. Freedom is a big thing. It doesn't even mean always that you need to exercise that freedom, but you need to know it's there. You need to be operating within a feeling of freedom. So this could affect you in terms of jobs and careers and anything that's suffocating, anything that feels like you can't be yourself. Your absolute strength is in being yourself, always. It's that whole thing, be yourself, everyone else is taken. Well, that's times 3 if you're in 3 times 300 if you're an Aquarius. 9 of Cups, the emotional wish card. Jupiter in Pisces, what do you really want? Because it's not what you've got now. Just saying. I'm going to make a note of that as I bash my camera, because otherwise I completely forget. What do you really want? Because it's not what you've got now. like that. Okay, in which case, how do we unlock this vault? How do we kind of get you out of there? For a start, you've got to be true to yourself. For whatever reason, and normally it's seasonal, you know, we're not in the mood for getting into the demons, we're not in the mood for getting into the deep stuff, we're just busy, or we're just doing life. We don't always act from the heart. The universe requires you now to take this blindfold off, to see what you need to see, and to act on it from the heart. You've been wearing a blindfold, okay? Oh, I love this. Just going to make a note of that. You're like, my sex life is nothing to do with you, Gemma. We're doing the erection section in a minute, okay? This is your destiny and work. And if you've got a meeting with the boss and you need that meeting to be civilized and to pass off with no kind of problem, I would try and have it before the 9th of November. Otherwise, I feel like it's going to go into a land of confusion. Okay, it's giving me an itchy head, and that's always a sign. So table your meeting before the 9th of November, and then after the 9th, avoid them like the plague. Okay, you'd be like, I'm just like, I can't get into my C drive at the moment. I can't completely access my diary. Can I get back to you in like a week from never? Is that good for you? You know, that kind of thing. And then just wait it out till early December, because you don't want to be having that meeting while Mercury's retrograde. But what you do need to be doing while Mercury's retrograde, which is most of December after the 9th, is some introspection. I know how much you love a bit of introspection, I know. But it's necessary. You don't have to do it under a tree, but it probably helps. Unless it's my local park, in which case I wouldn't sit on the ground of my local park. You're going to get a surprise. It's not going to be good. So introspection, what do you really want? How do you want it to happen? More importantly, what is keeping you from it? And how are you going to release yourself? I'm getting a channel of the key, the jailer's key. Big, chunky Game of Thrones bad boy. You know what I'm saying. Clunk, not one of these crappy Yales like that, but a real kunk. Okay, so you need the key. So what is the key to this? What do we need to know? Okay, and by the way, if this is resonating, please do hype the video. YouTube have got a new hype button. They've kept it a brilliant secret, even from me, but now I know about it. It is, if you're on a phone, go to the like button, smash that bad boy on your way through, ka-ching, 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 like, and it goes whoa, in rainbow colours. Skip along past clip and all that crap that you never use. Find hype. You can hype this video. This is how you hype it. It just is a brilliant way to give back to the channel and to get it out to more Aquarians. Community. The power of community. Right. 10 of Cups. Oh, is that the 10 of Cups? The 10 of Cups. I thought it was the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh. Love is all you need. Now, we are about to go into the love reading at the bottom here, but there needs to be love. Imagine a stick of rock and what runs through it. You know, the name of whatever it is that manages to run through it, which I still find like really exciting. What needs to run through everything you do is love. Whether it is a crap job that you hate, whether it is an absolute opportunity, an audition, something that you would love to do, a side hustle, a friendship, whatever. Know that you've got, it needs to be running through with love, okay? 9 of Cups becomes the 10 of Cups. The opportunity for relationships to blossom is good, okay? It's good. it's, for some of you, and we'll look at this more in the love section, for some of you there may be something that's just a little bit offbeat, as in, you know when something, let's say you're doing a video and the sound doesn't quite sync to the mouth of the person. I'm kind of getting that vibe, and that can sometimes just mean there's a little bit of a, what do they call that? Disconnect between you and maybe a friend, maybe a lover. Because we then have the Knight of Swords. And what this is telling you, and you're very good at this as well, because the Knight of Swords is very Aquarius, is to be very, do I want to say blunt? Honest. Let's just say honest, because blunt sounds judgmentally bad, and honest is just a fact. Okay? You may have a very honest conversation coming your way. It may be that someone is confused about how you feel. When it comes to work, you may also have a very honest conversation coming your way. But for me, I think you should try and have it before the 9th, and then any time after the end of November would be good. Let's look at, oh my God, that's so funny. Look at your love life, right? I mean, hey, it's a different kind of a look, but it's the same card. Look at that. 2 of Swords again. Okay. So, the 2 of Swords, what is keeping you like this in your love life? It simply means that whatever is going for your work life, whatever is happening for your destiny, is also running through into your love life. But it completely makes sense to me because you're very integrated this month. Okay? What does it come with? Nice! I don't mind that at all. I mind that. Okay. It comes with the Page of Pentacles. This is not what you like, right? Aquarians, and let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. I think Aquarians are quite spontaneous, but also you've got an eye for the shiny. You're like, ooh, the shiny. I want the shiny. I'm going to go get the shiny. Shiny looks interesting. Go, go, go. When you get the Page of Pentacles, it's like, don't rush, look before you leap. You know, all of those boring kind of train spotty kind of things. Don't rush anything. Because for some of you, there is something you're not quite seeing. Because look, this guy with his pink leather bag. I mean, he's very well put together. I'm liking his outfit there, you know, but it is the 7 of Swords. Tell us a bit more, please, about this 7 of Swords. What am I going to use? Yeah, let's use you. Tell us, tell us, tell us. Is it you? Ooh, no, I don't mind that at all. 6 of Wands. Okay, I get it. Right. When you get the 7 of Swords and you clarify it with the 6 of Wands, which is winner, winner, or chicken dinner, or vegan alternative, it means that this is you. I know. Don't mind if I do. A little bit of swag and a bit of top to toe in leather. I mean, you can, that's going to pop with the pink blindfold. I'm just saying. There's something here about playing your cards close to your chest. Wow, this is interesting. So on the one hand, and this is a contradiction, and we love a contradiction, we have the Knight of Swords, which is, I'm going to tell the truth, I've got my horsey, I've got my swing, you know, my sword, that's it. And it kind of means, psht, you go for the truth, you go for the jugular, you say the thing, you get right on it, you say it, you mean it. But the universe is also saying to you, just be careful about your timing. Be careful about the words you choose, the timing of those words, how you frame it, but mostly the timing. There's going to be a good time to have conversations, and there's going to be a less good time to have conversations. Okay? Tell us a bit more about this. There will be an extended love reading. So if this really resonates with you, it will be a link in the description box. And in the extended reading, we take all the cards from this reading and we go a bit nuts with the channeling. We look at your person, we look at the other side, and anything that hasn't been resolved in here. Ooh. Then we get the Page of Wands. Oh! Hang on. Let me put my glasses on a minute. You've probably all filled the comment section already. That is the Five of Pentacles, not the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Fine. The Five of Pentacles is about not going it alone, but definitely being on your own side. Okay, it's Mercury in Taurus. And it talks about taking a hard route, the walk in the snow, okay? So just think about what it means to play your cards close to your chest, to be very individual, to not be persuaded, to not be carried along by anybody, to not have anybody rush you to make a judgment, and to be able to hold back for the time you need to hold back, and then go in there like the Knight of Swords when the time is right, okay? This is about divine timing and a lack of it. There will be times when it is all wrong and you're going to know it's all wrong. You don't want to be speaking out. You don't want to be asking. You don't want to be clarifying. It's just zip. And then there are other times when it's like, yep, get on the horse and ride. Okay, I'm glad that I noticed that. I need to wear my glasses more often. This little cutie is the Page of Wands. Everybody needs a space helmet. God, love that. Page of Wands is chemistry, but it's a small thing. There's a situation brewing between you and somebody here, which needs to be handled quite carefully, okay? It may be in the very early stages. It may be in a situationship. Yeah, ooh. But then we get Mr. Spaceship Hierophant. I love this card so much. Which is about commitment and taking things to the next level. Is there going to be an opportunity for that, please? What do we need to know? Yes. I'm loving this for you, by the way. The Fool. The Fool is a leap of faith. Okay, and the way that we know about a leap of faith is that we feel it. It's like, I'm feeling it, I'm going, and the dog's like, really? You really going? And the man's like, yeah, I'm having it. Now, of course, don't go leaping off a cliff. That's not what I'm saying. It's not what the dog's saying either. And we love that little dog. And those tighty whities. It's got a whole like under there Breaking Bad thing going on. But anyway, this is a chance. It's a chance at taking things further with somebody, which you may or may not want. You may or may not want to take that chance, okay? I'm also getting that you need to do, and I'm going to take that third card that I was going to take actually for this. You need to have your eye on the prize. You need to have that intentionality. You need to be free. You need to break out of whatever cage you are in at the moment. You also need to do that. Imagine if you were in like a prison and you were doing a breakout, right? You would have to watch the guards. When do they leave their keys lying around? When are they off duty? When do they fall asleep at night? All those sorts of things. And then you would choose your moment really, really wisely, okay? That's what I'm saying here about your love life. Regardless of which outcome you want, maybe you want to get closer to somebody, maybe you want to get further away, I don't know, you're an Aquarius. Everybody finds you a complete enigma anyway when it comes to love, which is definitely, and let me know in the comments, if you were going to brand yourself, that's your USP. You know, the mysteriousness, the enigma quality of an Aquarius. That's what people fall for. I was talking to the Cancerians and I was saying people fall for your shell, because they do. But for you, they fall for the enigma because they can't place you, because you don't want to be placed. So what I'm saying here is, whatever it is you want from your love life, or whatever your love situation is, moving closer, moving further apart, clarifying, blurring, I don't know. Make sure that you have that very intentional, not a map in front of you, because it's done by intuition. Make sure you've dotted the I's and crossed the T's. You've done your homework, but you've also used your intuition, and then it's down to that feeling. Okay? 9 of Cups, what does your heart desire? 10 of Cups, what is the end game? And then you, with the 7 of Swords, which is often a negative card, but in this case it's a positive, choosing your moment, playing to your strengths, using your intuition. And then that third card is the Unmarked Trail. I love this card. Revelation. And it means that as you go along the path, as you take the leap of faith in your tighty Breaking Bad whiteys, the universe comes to meet you. That's what divine timing is. It means, and you're usually okay with this, and I'm getting some oracle cards. For any other star sign, I might be worried about where is this going, but with you, you're good with that. You are. You work best when you don't know what's happening next. Okay? Spirit of adventure. Tell me a bit more, please, with Wisdom of the Oracle. Yes. This is also your golden ticket, the why of things. Remain curious about your situation, but don't get hung up on the answers. I know. Oh, yes. This is one of my favourite cards. Treasure Island. This card often comes up to remind us that there is this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Okay? You are aiming towards something which the universe wants you to have. Writing it down. Can't even read my own writing. If I don't write it down, I never remember anything as soon as I turn my camera off. And I'm off to do the extended in a minute. Oh, yes. I love this card. It's very Aquarius. A fork in the road, and there literally is a fork in the road. It's just hilarious, isn't it? You're definitely at a point of pivot, okay? It's about you moving closer to your freedom, to who you really are, to a heartfelt, aligned existence, whether it's in your job, whether it's in your love life, okay? I feel like it's across the board. I also feel like it's unavoidable. And if you choose not to take this challenge, I do feel like you could lose out. Fortune favours the brave, and Aquarius is brave. Step into it, okay? I'm going to go do the extended reading. We're going to look more at the 7 of Swords. We're going to look more at the relationship between you and this person, the shadow side, the pitfalls, and also the best way forward, okay? If you want to join me for that, the link is in the description box. I'll see you on the other side. Namaste.